A quiet city at night. Streetlights hum softly. A mother checks on her sleeping children. A man scrolls through his phone, yawning. Somewhere a dog barks at nothing. Tonight, the world seems at peace. But deep underground, in a secure bunker, a single order is given. At 2:17 a.m., a radar operator spots something no one wanted to see. Dozens of hypersonic missiles arching over the horizon. Satellites confirm it within seconds. World War III is no longer a distant nightmare. It has begun. Have you ever wondered what would actually happen if World War III started? Not someday, but tonight. To imagine this, we must follow the chain reaction step by step. Unlike wars of the past, this one would not begin with marching soldiers or trench lines. It would begin with silence. A cyber attack cripples communications, banking systems, even power plants. Phones go dead. The internet collapses. Then comes the second blow: missiles. Hypersonic, ballistic, nuclear. In under 30 minutes, the world's major powers are on full alert. Nuclear forces at their highest readiness since the Cuban Missile Crisis. World War III would be unlike any war humanity has ever fought. This would be the first war in the age of instant communication, AI-driven weapons, and hypersonic missiles that travel faster than 5 times the speed of sound, reaching their targets in under 10 minutes. Let's look at the weapons that would shape this war. Hypersonic missiles, almost impossible to intercept. They shrink decision time to mere minutes. Cyber warfare, shutting down satellites, power grids, hospitals, and even nuclear command systems. AI-directed drone swarms. Thousands of autonomous drones striking infrastructure simultaneously. Nuclear arsenals. Over 12,000 warheads worldwide, many hundreds of times more powerful than Hiroshima. We have stood at this edge before. In 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis brought us within 12 minutes of nuclear war. In 1983, a Soviet officer named Stanislav Petrov saw what appeared to be an incoming U.S. strike. He chose not to launch retaliation, a choice that may have saved hundreds of millions of lives. But today, the world is far more connected and far more fragile. Missiles are faster. AI makes decisions in milliseconds. A misunderstanding, a false alarm, or one rogue actor could start a chain reaction too fast for humans to stop. So what would actually happen if World War III started tonight? Hour 1, shock and confusion. Missile warning systems light up worldwide. Sirens wail in major cities. World leaders have minutes, sometimes seconds, to decide whether to retaliate. Stock markets freeze. Flights are grounded. Families scramble to find shelter. Hours 2 to 6, counterstrike. Retaliatory strikes are launched. New York, Moscow, Beijing, London, all potential targets. NATO mobilizes. Russia activates its nuclear triad. China goes to full war footing. Cyberattacks plunge entire nations into darkness. Hospitals lose power. ATMs stop working. Day 1, the world at war. By sunrise, the world is on fire. Aircraft carriers move into strike position. Tanks roll across borders. Cities empty as millions flee, clogging roads and railways. Week 1, global chaos. Food and fuel shortages begin immediately. Oil prices skyrocket until there's no market left to set a price. Refugee crises explode as regions are evacuated. Satellites are destroyed, blinding GPS and weather forecasting. Month 1, the unthinkable. If nuclear weapons are used, even on a limited scale, billions could face death not just from blasts, but from what comes after. Smoke from burning cities would rise into the stratosphere, blocking sunlight. Temperatures could drop by several degrees worldwide, enough to devastate agriculture. This is nuclear winter. The world would face mass famine, disease, and social collapse. The bigger picture reveals that World War III would not be a war of victory, but of survival. The question would not be who wins, but who is left. This is why, despite all their rivalries, world powers have avoided direct conflict for nearly 80 years. Deterrence, diplomacy, and careful communication have kept the line from snapping. But every year, that line grows thinner. If World War III ever begins, it could be the last war humanity ever fights. The first hour would decide the fate of nations. The first day, the fate of civilization. But if the world came this close to destruction tonight, how close are we right now, without even knowing it? And if we survived World War III, what kind of world would rise from the ashes? Would we rebuild, or fall into a new dark age? That's the question we'll explore next time.